Hello everybody and welcome back to RimWorld Raider Empire. So, before we get going on with today's episode, I, as you can see, am in God mode because I have made a thingy. And so in the last couple episodes, we've been screwing around with the idea, and obviously we've tested it, of the shield strat that we've been testing. So we had, a whole bunch of the advanced batteries and a portable shield, or not a portable shield, but one of the normal shields. And, we tested it out and it worked all right. It's not the best because, the battery runs out, the overheating problems, it's horribly tedious to move and stuff. So, it's not great, but the biggest problem I feel it has is the tediousness. And I don't feel like that's a good reason not to use it. Because, in practice, it's not ridiculously overpowered, and obviously it does give us a pretty good advantage, but it's not like, oh, now that we have this shield, we don't ever have to worry about it. So what I've done, because I feel the tediousness of having to, pick them up, place them, and then put them all down, charge them up, and, everything we did last episode. So what I've done is I've made a new shield. There is the portable shields already. We don't have any actually. But there's a standard portable shield that's just one of these that is smaller, has a small charge and stuff like that. And, we've tried that. It's not very good just because of its size. But what I've done is I've made a large version. So we're going to go to God mode just because I don't have it researched here. It does take research. We have to get somewhere down here. It's going to be another 5,000 right there. Another 5,000 research to be able to unlock it, but we're in dev mode, so we don't have to worry about that. That way I could show it. And then we can go with our portable shield large. So this is the same footprint as the cluster that we made. And as you can tell, the cost is quite high. It's 2,000 steel, 1,000 plasteel, 750 gold, 150 components, and 50 advanced components. I tried to balance it reasonably well based on these batteries. Oh god, where are they? That would be in power. These glitter world batteries here, which are what we're using already. Now, obviously, this does take a little bit of the uranium and specific components, but I removed the specific components that way. Yeah, we wouldn't have to worry about it, and I added in other costs. And same with uranium. That one uranium, it just kind of seems like I'm not going to make like 20 uranium as a requirement, so I just made it, fairly expensive overall in security. That way, it helps burn through our resources. And we're going to need a few of these. So if we place one down, this has a charge of 12,000 watt days. So it's the equivalent of 6 of those batteries. And obviously we were using, 12 of them? 12 of them, but we had to get rid of 2 because they couldn't fit in the ship. So we only had 10. Yeah. So that would be a total charge of, those are 2,000 each. So that'd be a 20,000 charge. So we go from one of the shield clusters being 20,000 watts down to 12,000. And the reason I did that was for weight balancing, because I did make it so this weighs reasonable, quote unquote reasonable, 150 kilograms. Because that is the weight of exactly 6 of those batteries. And you might be thinking, well, it's 6 batteries, but how about the shield itself? Well, what I was thinking weight-wise is, the batteries on their own obviously are going to have a lot more, protection. They have a shell around it and all that. But if you're putting it all in this, then that's going to save some weight. So the weight saved on battery, compartments, we are going to be using that for the shield's actual weight, which I think is like 12 kilograms for the default ones. So, 150 seemed a reasonable weight capacity. And that is still enough where a normal pawn with normal armor and all that won't be able to pick it up, but one of our full bionics with a commando set or the samurai set is able to pick them up. And we're only able to launch 1 in a ship at a time because it's... Oh, actually... Depending on the weight of the people, we might be able to get 2, because that'd be 300 kilograms. Oh yeah, we'd be able to get 2 in there. It'd be close, because that's 420, and 2 of these would be 300, and plus 2 people. Or I guess, yeah, 2 people. Either way. So yeah, that's how that works. It is one that needs to be charged up. If we go here, it does connect to the grid. Along with that, it also functions like the normal portable shield. We can run power off of this, so we can bring some turrets with us and use that charge to run them. Now that's obviously, you have to decide, would I rather, having that extra charge for the shield itself, or would I rather a bit of extra firepower and, having to manage the turrets and all that? But we'll probably not be taking turrets, but it is an option. But either way, I figured that making this change is probably the best way to go about being able to use this while getting rid of the tediousness of it. Because like I said, I feel it being tedious for me to manage is a bullshit reason to not use something. And then, so also, sorry, I forgot, the shield size, I have it set for 7 to 15. So that way they're comparable to this, which is, I think, a 12 to 25. So I made it so it is smaller because it is portable, of course. But I tried to balance things based on what was already there. And yeah, so other than that, things are looking pretty good for this. I am going to have to reload the game because dev mode and all that. So we'll be back, well, now. All right, so we are back, and for today, so because we are waiting on shields, speaking of that, we are, see, now we have a bit of a situation where we have a new ship that's almost done, probably about 90%, leaves us with about 5,000 tech left. And that would be a really nice ship to get, just because it'd be nicer to have a bit higher carry capacity for something that's not, you know, one of the smaller ships. That way we could drop this in with like 5-6 people instead of the smaller ones, and not having to use the big ones for loading up people all the time. But I think the shield would be a good first move, because we can't really go out and do a whole lot until we have it. So let's get that done, then we'll get that going on after. So that's about 10,000 research we're going to need. And the ship obviously isn't super high priority. I feel that shield is definitely going to be, like I said, we can't really go out reasonably and attack bases until it's up and running. So we'll get that going. But in the meantime, we do have a lot of stuff around bases that we can do. So for one, we're going to want to fix these floors. And we have some cargo pods. So that just needs to be metal tile, and then we don't need anything in the middle. So that's going to get built. Where is this cargo? It is just a bit of plasteel, so we'll get that in, and that is this map. Good. So this map, one thing that I've been forgetting, which would just have pissed me off so much if it happened, we never got rid of the mountain roof after the bugs. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of the mountain roof. So what we need is, for what? That's not a gathering spot. Go away. I need all of you out, and we're going to leave just one person in here. That way we don't have to worry about them screwing with our roof and having it collapse or anything. And then we're going to want to remove thick roof. It's not this whole area, but we will get the whole area redone. And, oops, just to check. Oh, we have a little bit right there too. So we'll get that out right there. So that should be all right, and that's a remove roof zone, not a thick mountain. I don't think we have any other thick mountain because we already got rid of that. So that should be all right. So we'll let you run, and there you go. So we'll get that done real quick. You guys are going to do some outside ones. We also, oh, sorry, you guys can go free. We also have apparently a bit of roof out here, which is kind of weird. So let's fix that. Okay, and in here is mostly done. You shouldn't have any risk of collapsing anything, because it's only one person. We'll just give him a sec, and then we'll build the new roof area over the whole thing. We have a glitter world trader. I don't think they have anything we need, so we're not going to worry about that. And we're basically done, so you're just going to do these bits, and then that. Oh, there's a little bit down here still. So, other than this, we are going to be expanding some defenses on the first map. Which may seem like a little bit of a weird because, you know, that base is fairly powerful, to say the least. It's a little bit on the OP side already, but we do have some issues still with sappers. So we still have, you know, sapper issues all down here. I guess over here it's kind of sapper risk. I was looking this wall. That's a really risky thing to have just a single wall there when, you know, oh, a new recruit. If they had like a doomsday or something land here, it'd blow through that wall, they'd just walk in. So we're going to want to do something about that, and I'm not quite sure what. The best option might actually be to just fill it in and move this door a little bit further down. That way, at least we don't have like a one layer. They'll have to go through a couple pieces. But I'm also looking up here is regularly sapped, and that tends to not go bad. We do tend to kill them off with these snipers over here, or, you know, with one of our anti-grain warheads or something. But we did get this area dug out here. That way we can have better coverage over that face. And we did also dig out over here. That way we get better coverage up and down. So we're going to work on both of these defenses today, since we have a lot of resources and we don't have shit all to do other than that. And then this. Is there anything we could get you guys to do here? Are you done? Indoors, indoors, indoors. Yes. How's that roof look? Fine to me. So is there anything we could get you guys to do here in the meantime? That's sandstone. I don't think we have any mining. Oh, we do. Well, we could mine everything. You know, basically do whatever we can just to keep people busy. Because they're all just going to sit here and... Oh, whoops, I was supposed to mine all. Connected. And is there any other ores? A whole bunch of uranium here. And that looks probably like it. I don't think we have... Oh, there's some mountain up here. This map doesn't have a whole lot. Oh, we have some jade. So we can grab that. It's obviously not going to be worth anything to us because we don't really need jade. But still, stuff is stuff. It'll keep them busy. And that looks like about it. So you guys are going to need to be set to allow mining. We'll do that. So you should get anything else that's important done first, pretty much. Yeah. Okay, so you guys are good to go. So let's work on over here. So we're going to need... we can do this one first. Now, there's a problem. We need power sources. And we don't have any Glitter World Trader Might. Can we get rid of this? And Chaos. Can you come to the... we don't have it here. We got 12,000 silver here. Can we get... Of course, Mirage is going to be the only one that can do it. Can you see if you have any of the power cells we can buy? Because we definitely need some more of these if we're going to run that. Because I'm not sure what else we would really use to power them. Because obviously we don't have a whole bunch of the little things. The little power cells. The volumetric power cell, that's what it's called. So that's not really an option. And we'd need quite a bit of them anyways. We do have a couple of them we could use. So you don't have it. So that's fine. So we'll just get on with that. So what we could do, we're 25,000 watts extra if... Oh god, don't be a raid. Nope, it was a big trade. It was a small trade. Okay. Oh, we still have the new recruit. So right now we are 25,000 watts above, which means we have 5 of these currently not really doing anything other than charging batteries when they need to be charged. So we can take one of these out and have a 5,000 watt system over here. We are going to want them with shields and batteries as well, which makes that a little bit more complicated because we obviously can't run conduits out here, else they'll get destroyed. So let's say we take 2 of these for this, maybe 2 for that, we'll see. And then, like I said, we are going to need a shield, well, a few shields up here and then batteries for that. So if we start with embrasures, now we do technically have granite, but everything here is slate. So yeah, we'll do slate. So for batteries and the power, oh boy, that would probably be best done inside the mountain a little bit, which would probably be fine. It does bring us a little bit closer to that, but, you know, that's 25 tiles. If we go in 3 or 4, then that's not bad. But even then, we don't really need it because we do have quite a bit of room in here. So if we grab maybe a large shield, maybe we just copy-paste this. Maybe we just copy... Now, that's a little bit complicated because there's all this other crap around that's in the area we'd be copying. But that would be fairly easy to clean up. Maybe we do that. Because that's not bad. The turrets we'd want to replace, probably. Let's try this. So if we create a blueprint for all of that, and then we could just call it blueprint 1, I don't care. And then we throw this in... Oh boy. Good question. So if we wanted to jam this in the corner like that, we'd have to dig out some of this so we can have that line of sight up there. Or what we can do is throw this here and then just extend it further off this way. I think that might not be a bad option. We do have mud here, so that's kind of an issue. So we'll have to work around that. Now they will put down the bridge, but that's not going to work for some of those turrets. And we don't really want wood because that is a fire hazard. So that's basically just going to be a pain in the ass. So let's grab this ally distress signal on radar on the rock. Do we want to? Oh, you know what? I don't care about allies because they're not our problem. That's a them problem. So let's throw this right here. See, I don't like that much. Or let's throw this right here and then we'll make it work. So then from that, we're also going to want to cancel a whole bunch of stuff. So that concrete should be fine. We could cancel all of that because we don't need that trade beacon. Oh, we're going to need cooling for this too. We'll see what we can do. But we'll split that off because we'll re-concrete this after. We'll let that all do its concrete. So and that gives us a bit of a foundation plus our shield. Now that shield, we're going to need another one right here and maybe another one right here, depending on how this will line out. But we do have more than enough room in here for all the other stuff we need. So, a bulk goods trader. It's possible, I think, that they have mechanoid power cells as well, and that is here conveniently. So for now anyways, let's go ahead and reinstall these. Oh, we don't... I'm afraid of getting attacked and having that exposed because they're not exactly easy for us to get our hands on. Do you have a power cell? I'm not going to look through any of the other shit, just specifically for the power cell. And I don't see it, so we can just not worry about that. And that raccoon revenge, it did slow down the game. We'll deal with the new person in a minute. I'm not too worried about them. We also want to cancel these turrets, because we'll throw different turrets in based on, you know, line of sight that they're going to have. So we'll get rid of that. Get rid of you, and you. We'll just get rid of that little bit of ground under it because we'll repave these. So then that should be good. We can get... Okay, so then we need the embrasure. So we also do need an entrance into here. We could do an embrasure up to here. We'll tidy this up a touch. We'll bring this embrasure up to there. And then we'll get ourselves a door, sorry, a door system, and we'll make these, and we're going to switch out our other doors as well. That way I can do the double click and, you know, highlight all the outside doors. And I said I wasn't going to worry too much about it, but since we're doing some changes anyway, why not? So this needs to be an auto door for uranium. Would probably be fine. I actually don't know how much more useful this is, because I know uranium is slower for the door opening speed, and it has 400 health, which I think is the best. But plasteel is a little bit quicker, which, yeah, it's, in the grand scheme of things, it's not the hugest of deals. And it has more health as well. So yeah, there's no reason not to use the plasteel. So we can create a double door right here beside that system. Now, do we want to double wall this? Nah, it should be fine. And that's already occupied, so I can't do that. So let's get those. So we can have our double plasteel. We'll get a slate wall, so that way we have a walkway that goes directly in. And then in here, we're going to stick a couple more turrets in a shield. And we can do the cooling stuff back here, but that should be good and get us in a position where we can start filling this up without having to worry about, you know, getting attacked in the process. And then, oh, we got some free gold for no apparent reason. Beautiful. Okay, so new recruit. Let's get this sorted. So you are Sarah, which obviously you're going to need a new name. You can attack on sight probably. Accidentally clicked off of you. You can forget that weapon. We'll give you a new one. You're currently using a diplomat power armor, but we'll switch that out eventually. So you're a constructor, transhumanist, jogger, aesthetic female. Gotta get the name list. So female, we are looking at Pippa again, because Pippa obviously was someone that was a accidentally a mercenary that we sent back because we rescued them. And I didn't know they still technically counted as a mercenary. So I had to get rid of Pippa, but I said I would get you back in. So welcome back, Pippa. Just make sure I spelled that right. Female, yes, yes. So you need weapons. So we can come down here. We have... so that's our snipers. We have our excellent ones in here. So we can grab a Gauss rifle's pretty good still. So you can take that. Good for an assault rifle style weapon anyways. And then you shouldn't really need anything else, so we'll just let you go. And you need this stuff set up. So you're not a firefighter. You can do doctoring. And then you can do nursing, bed rest, obviously the standard. We have finish off, you can't do that, can't do that. Don't worry about handling, don't worry about the hunting, although that's probably good to train you, so we'll allow you to do that. And then construction number 1, hunting 2. And then hauling and cleaning could be a 2, and you have nothing else to do anyway, so you could do a 4. Plant cutting could be a 4, and quarrying, not that we ever do it, could be a 4. So that should work. You're basically just going to construct and then hunt and, you know, cleaning and stuff, but that's lower. But the hunting will at least give you a little bit more shooting skill. But that's looking pretty good. You guys no longer need to carry these batteries, so we're gonna have to figure out what we want to do with these. Which those aren't bad, because we could replace the ones that we have in here with them. Because eventually we're gonna want to replace these anyways with powers here. With the architect batteries, once I figure out if I can actually buy architect power cells. I'm pretty sure I've seen them somewhere in the traders, but I don't know for sure. But we're not going to be making them because we don't make stuff here. So, but that would be nice because that has more power capacity and 120% efficiency. So it actually it creates energy out of nothing because of magic. But you guys have got this put together very quickly. Beautiful. And then those doors are coming in, so we can get one of these moved. Ooh, I clicked it, but it stuttered. So we're going to get 2 of these in here, I guess. Because the amount of turrets that we're going to have here is probably going to be about 5,000. We're not going to double them like what we had before. We don't really need that much here because it's just supplementary. So we can do 2, have approximately 5,000 watts of turret usage, and then 5,000 watts of excess. And then that obviously has to stay outside, so we're going to want to put and it probably already is there, a no roof zone. And we can build a new roof. So actually, you know what? We're going to want this whole thing, for the most part anyways, with no roof. That way, if we have fire issues, it doesn't turn into a, million degrees. Actually, that's not going to happen because we have the embrasure, so it can't get hot. So yeah, we can roof over everything except for what absolutely has to. And drop-in raiders shouldn't be an issue there, hopefully. So then we have that. We're going to need a heating and cooling system. So how big do we want this to go? Because right now, obviously, this whole system has never overheated. Just because, we got massive cooling. But I don't know how much cooling is actually necessary. We might be able to get away with one of these and 1 or 2 of these. We'll try it, and then, we could shoot our own stuff and see how it is. So we'll do this in its own little room as well. Just try to keep things segregated, so if things go to hell, we don't lose everything. So we'll add a wall in here. We're going to grab a door. We don't need a big fancy door for this. So we can grab a structure. We can grab just a slate door, so I can go right in there. And then we'll bring this... heating and cooling. Okay, so we'll grab one of these. And we... you know what? Let's just use one big one. Should be fine. That way we can just stick it right here and it'll be nice and done. So then that can go to here. We do have wall. I kind of want to change that. I know we can just smooth it so it's beautiful, but I forgot about that. I much prefer an actual wall. We can have that to there... that to there, that to there, and then one more embrasure off there. Actually, before we do that, let's measure. Okay, that's what we're going to want. Perfect. So then we can cancel that. We're going to want to mine out that. So and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more turrets. We can grab a wall, just give them a little bit more depth on them. So and that should be good there. And we have a little bit of extra right here. So that can be just split, and that's going to go there. So that's 2 more turrets right there. It's a little bit silly kind of having it like that, but I'm looking at how the shield works. Well, once it's done, we could see if it's worth extending the range and maybe even pushing it back a little. Over here, we didn't push it back because, we wanted it pushed in because we only had from here to work with anyways. But since we do have some more room... Oh, we wouldn't be able to. It'd have to be redesigned from scratch. Yeah, so we won't worry about that. We'll just add 2 smaller shields in. And then we also do need a battery cluster. So you know what? We could use those new batteries. Question is, how can I... they're not going to do it. We'll see. If I throw down... artifact dealer. If I throw down these batteries, do they want to grab them from storage for me? We are going to need circuit breakers out here too. We also need to make sure there's a roof on this section. Yeah, because of the rain. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. We also do need a door right here. So I'll take that. So we can do... Oh, this whole thing's getting a little clusterfucky. Let's get those 6 in first. We'll grab this door, and we could stick that... Oh, that doesn't line up. Do we want to fix that? Yes. Gotta fix that. It'll drive me nuts otherwise. That being a 1 is also going to drive me nuts. Although we could just have that a door. Oh, did that not actually get a door there either? Cool. Not cool, but interesting. So we could do that there, get a door there, get a door there. These doors did get in. I'm not sure why those 2 weren't. That's not a huge deal. So we could get a door there as well. Just kind of segregate this a whole bunch. We can... So those batteries are going to be going in there. And that's only the 5. So we want 6. So can we see... where are you at? Right there. Hey, how do you feel about these batteries? Oh, that's going to do all that. That's not what I want. How do you feel about that? You're going to go grab steel. See, that's what I was worried about. So, the best way to get these batteries in... Sadly, I kind of wish I didn't take them off people. Oh, I fucking hate this. The best way to do this, honestly, is probably just to build a copy. Probably best if we did this. Let's copy this. This will make life a little bit easier. We'll throw this down right here, and we'll get all the batteries moved into there, and then throw them manually right there. I think that's going to be the only way we really get through this. Okay, so and that's all right. Those are coming in. That's going to need... Oh, yeah, we need to fix our roof stuff to make sure that's all right. So we can build a roof over all of that. We can build a roof over that. We can get a roof over that. We're going to want a no roof over this section right there, but only on the inside. The heating and cooling could technically be indoors, but because we don't have any way for it to vent the excess heat that's going to be producing, leaving it unroofed will be better. Although, we do have an issue where this is going to be a fairly small unroofed area, and it does count it as indoors, but unroofed, which is kind of a weird distinction. So that might actually end up with a bit of a heat issue because of these two and that. But if we have to, we can stick an embrasure here, which will then vent through both of those layers. But we also need power. So that's running that system currently. So what we can do is have this run the perimeter. Although we might want to wait for all that to get done before we throw that in, just in case it fucks some shit up. So then we can also run one... What? Okay, I must have had waterproof or something. So then that can run through there. We'll have that run through the front. We're not going to want this tile here to be an embrasure. That way we don't risk that catching on fire, or getting destroyed rather through the embrasure, because it works like that. We are also going to need to grab ourselves floors for the rest of this, but that's kind of lower priority. We did dig out here. Is there a mountain roof there? No, so we should be all right. That should be all right there. That should be all right there. So next we're going to want to get 1,000 turrets jammed in here. Plus the batteries. Has that been done? No. Bandits are spreading? Yeah. Okay, so where is that, actually? That's just you guys again. All right. And then you guys are still mining by the looks of it? Yeah, they're just kind of all over. They're not very quick, and they're kind of wasting the resources because they're so bad at mining, they're actually getting less than a normal miner would. But it's fine. It's not like we need that stuff anyway. We're just doing it so they're not idle. But that's looking pretty good. That's a pretty hefty defense. I kind of hope to get both of them done today, but that's not bad. So then besides that, how is the rest of the power system? Because that's going to be wrapping around there, so that needs to be connected. We can segregate that off. So that's already running to there. That should be all right. We should probably get some more doors in here. Just have a double layer of defense. So if we're going to do more doors, we can do that. We'll grab these plasteel auto doors and stick those there as well. Orbital factory, they may have... Now, I was kind of hoping I wouldn't look in the orbital factory for a very particular reason. But they may have power cells for us. But the reason that I've been kind of avoiding the orbital factory is actually the exact reason why before I was looking for the orbital factory, and that is I fixed the bionic thing. I apparently didn't fix... Oh, there we go. I fixed the bionic thing, so now orbital traders will have architect stuff for us to buy instead of just normal stuff. But I don't want to buy them yet. As much as I really want to get everyone all cyborged up, we kind of have a goal right now to get up to $1 million. That way we have something that's actually worth storing in the vault. So what I would like to do before we buy and upgrade everyone's bionics is get $1 million, then split off a huge chunk of it, plus obviously a whole bunch of other valuables, and go build the vault. And then once we get the vault finished, we'll come back here and upgrade the living hell out of everyone with every other penny we got. But at least this way we'll have a vault full of money, full of wealth. That way if, shit hits the fan, we have a backup to go on. Whereas right now, like for example, if I bought all this, we'd be looking at like $200,000-300,000 to buy up, arms, legs, and eyes just for what's here. So I'd rather not eat through all of our cash just yet. I'd rather get to that $1 million. That way we have $1 million. We could say we had it. Oh yeah, and I never actually looked at what I actually came here for. So yeah, I've been kind of avoiding them because of that. But yes, I did get it fixed, but we're not going to do it just yet. I want $1 million. That's a big thing. And we're only 640. I actually thought we would be a bunch higher than that. I wonder why. I thought we broke... Oh, because we've been paying... Yeah, I forgot that we had lots of money because we bought our melee mercenaries and stuff like that. Either way, do you have a power cell for me? I don't remember exactly where they normally are, but I know it's in this top section. I think it would normally be somewhere in here. So yes, it doesn't look like we have any, so that's fine. Okay, and then why aren't you guys connected? Oh, I know why. Wait. Who's shooting? Oh, it's probably hunting. That's fine. Okay, so then... Oh, that's why you're not connected, because I didn't connect it. It's because I was waiting for these to get done. So that could go there. That means all the turrets that will be in here will be connected up. That will be connected. We are going to need our climate. So that's going to be cyan. We already have some cyan running, because we only need that going to here, and the shields that are going to be there and here. So we can run that... just down here. That will connect up to that. So what's your issue? Plasteel. We got lots. They just haven't moved it. Okay, that's fine. Just a little bit of money for trade report. We basically have everything sold off already. Although I say that, and we have a ton of shit here. So maybe I go and do a quick load. All right, so I got everything set up that doesn't need to be here to leave. So that should help, for one, tidy this up a little. And two, it'll make it so you guys can process through it and just get it out of the way. This is ready, so we can get our batteries coming in. So that needs to be, ooh, this might be a problem. Critical for buildings, power, and we want the Glitter World batteries. Now, that should be fine. Actually, you know what? That'll be fine. Yeah, because these aren't critical. I think these are, but they shouldn't. No, they're important anyway. Perfect. So those batteries should get thrown up in here. So then we can get them moved over to here. And we are going to want that as a segregated room, and we need the circuit breakers as well. So we're a little bit tight. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be 8 along there. And then I'd like to get 4 more. That way we could use all these batteries. So we did that. That would give us 1, 2, walkway 1, 2. So that kind of works. So I like 2 wide walkways as much as possible. And this is kind of silly like that. But That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'd be... Oh, we still need more for the circuit breakers still. So we could dig in a little bit. It wouldn't be a big deal, because it's not like digging in right here should change the sapper situation much. We could also... You know what? Let's just do that right there. So battery, we could just do a slate door right there. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 batteries. And then that gives us 5 more. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. The reason I want to do 7 there, we'll grab this door. Well, actually, that's actually fine there. We haven't been raided, which is kind of terrifying. So we'll build this new door right there, so that way you guys can get in there. We can also make it so you guys can get in there, just so we don't have to come up and in if we want to be here. So then that should be all right, and that gives us 7, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots. Because, like I said, we need circuit breakers as well. So we could do batteries in here, and then that'll give us 2 or 3 slots for circuit breakers. And then we could do whatever else we need either here. I guess they'd have to be here. We can't put them outside, I don't think. We also want a door here. And this is outdoor temperature, so that should be fine. Okay, and our shield is done. Okay, so that's now up and running. And you need to hit your charge. Oh, no, you don't. Why can't I see that? Oh, you're still below your power. Oh, because we don't have any batteries. Yeah, because you need a specific charge. Okay, that's fine. Can we get... Now, this is where a mod that I said I was talking... Well, last episode I was talking about a mod that made it so I can force things to get, like, brought... Like, if, for example, we have that set up for batteries. There's a option that I can force everyone to bring it to there. And I talked about the mod last episode, and I said, I don't know if I'm going to get it. Right now, it would be very helpful. I kind of regret not grabbing it, but I'll probably forget. But what we can do is grab that, and then that's wrong. That's wrong. We could do inventory. So we could have buildings, and we want our Glitter World batteries. And we can say, drop that, haul urgently. And then there's also the slightly damaged one. So we can drop that. That one doesn't have a haul urgently on it, but we can just manually move it if it wants to be like that. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. And then you need to be set as cold as physically possible. That way we have a head start. We have a head start when it comes to taking heat damage. If we start at negative 200 or whatever, then they have a long way to go before they hit 100 and the thermal shutdown comes into play. So that should work out pretty well. So this is basically done. You guys are ready to go, so we can install that. Install that one. And I'm not sure how many circuit breakers we need, because they do 1,800 each. So that would be 1 for each of them, and then every 9 we need 1 extra. So we'll need... a lot of them, because we have 12 batteries, so we're going to need 12, 13 in a change, so 14. Really? We got to get 14 circuit breakers in this? It's a little bit more than I was thinking, honestly. So, and we also still need to get 2 more shields up and running. Yeah, that's not a problem. We could do an allow all. Going up to. So where's the rest of my batteries, you fucks? They're not idle. Hey, I see. Halt urgently. See, it keeps canceling my halt urgently, and it drives me nuts. Can we have inventory? Halt urgently. Go. You guys should move that real quick. It hasn't canceled the halt urgently yet, and there's only 2 left there. So I'm assuming they're on their way. Yeah, beautiful. So we can grab that. We'll install that one into there. We'll grab... Oh, there's... There. Grab that. Oh, that didn't go down. That go there. Okay. And then... So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, this is so fucking ridiculous. I don't know why they don't insist on actually doing stuff reasonably well. But it is kind of how it is. So you can haul urgently. I don't know if I want to do that. I could just get a new one. This shield. Okay, so we got to figure out the distance on this too. So I think we're using like a... I guess we'd be using... Why is that not the same? Oh, that could be a problem. Because the shield itself is centered on a single tile, and this is not centered on a single tile, the shield itself is actually different from over here. So to fix that, we need to go one up, which would bring us into this wall. What we could do instead is increase it by 1. Is that going to cause a problem? Because that does give us a shield that sticks out a little bit, but we shouldn't have any crossfire going on, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, we'll see. And then we're going to need a smaller shield. 2 smaller shields, actually, and I think we have 1? Or did they get used? I think they got used. If they aren't there, then they got used. Although, there's our other batteries. Hey, and a shield. Come back. And we'll get... I think there's one more sitting in storage that they haven't moved. So that one can get installed up in here. And then that one can get installed right there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Beautiful. So we'll drop all of these. That's what we want. And then this can get installed right there. That can get installed right there. There. That there. Already full. And that, I think, is all of them. And then we want our this shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So best spot would be right here. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we'll grab a copy. It feels like such a waste, because one of these is already protected. But we do have to protect that. It'd be silly not to. So we can throw that just like right here, and we'll have to adjust it after. We're also going to want to mine a little bit. That way we can get that line of sight across there. So we'll trim that back a little. And then same thing here. Oh no, actually that's fine. So that's good. So next, it's the turret side of things. And that took all fucking episode. Holy shit. So we're going to end it off here. Research is going fairly well. We're about half done. So next episode, we'll get this all finished up. We'll get that shield set up. We'll get them built. We'll get them charged. We'll try to get them charged. And we're going to need multiples of them, obviously, because we can cycle them in and out. That way we can have multiple charge at a time. That way if we have, like, you know, half a season of downtime, we could charge up 4, 5, 6 of them and then do them all in succession instead of having to wait for it to charge and then go back out and then come back and go back out. I think it'll be a good idea just to have a whole bunch primed and ready to go. So, yeah. And maybe, probably not, but maybe next episode we'll stick a small thing here. But now that I know how much room we need for power and batteries and climate control for cooling, I don't think here's going to be a great spot for it, just because it'd have to stick out quite far, because we can't dig in anymore, because that's where the build limit is. So I don't think that would be a smart move, just because it would be too easy of a target. That does still cause a problem that we're going to want to defend down here, so we can... Oh, that's not what I wanted. We can dig through here and create defensive position. That might not be bad. And we could do similar over here. Dig a tunnel and do one at the edge back here. That way we could shoot up that way more too, help cover that a little bit better. And then that would make us essentially sapper-proof. And our biggest threat's still just going to be drop-in. We had a meteor land right here. I didn't even know we got a meteor. I didn't even see it. I don't know how long. Oh, it's right there. So we'll mine that out. Either way, that is going to be it for today. Is there anything here that we should look at? I don't think so. There's a couple trades, artifact. Yeah, it's all fine. So that's going to be it for today. So yeah, next episode we'll do that stuff. And we should hopefully be back on the road sometime soon, killing and murdering and continuing our genocide. But yep, for now that's it. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. See ya.